Hello dear parents, if you were researching dietary interventions for autism, you have likely found yourself at a confusing, overwhelming crossroads. One expert says go gluten-free, another swears by keto. A book tells you GAPS is the answer and you are left wondering which path is right for my child. Choosing a therapeutic diet is one of the most significant decisions you will make. It requires immense investment of time, money and emotional energy. Getting it wrong can mean months of struggle for no gain. Today I am going to be your guide. You will clinically compare the 4 major dietary protocols: the gluten-free, casein-free GFCF diet, the specific carbohydrate SCD diet, the gut and psychology syndrome GAPS diet, and the ketogenic diet. My goal is not to sell you on one, but to give you a clear map so you can choose the path that aligns with your child's unique symptoms, your family's capacity, and your healing goals. Stick around and you will find a solution. Hello lovely parents, this is your dietitian and CGP Pooja and welcome back to my corner of the healing world. Let's start with the most well-known one, the gluten-free, casein-free GFCF diet. This is often the first step for families. What is the core theory of this? It targets the opioid-excess theory. The idea is that gluten and casein protein, when improperly digested due to a leaky gut, can form peptides that cross into the bloodstream and act like opioids in the brain, affecting behavior, focus, and sensory processing. What is the protocol? It's a straightforward elimination diet. Remove all sorts of gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and casein dairy products in any. It allows gluten-free grains like rice, corn, and certified oats. How exactly best for children whose most prominent symptoms are behavioral and neurological, brain fog, spaciness, repetitive behaviors, and signs of possible sensitivity to gluten dairy. It's a good starting point for families needing a less restrictive entry into dietary intervention. What are the limitations? It doesn't actively heal the gut. It removes the 2 potential irritants. It often fails for children with border gut dysbiosis, yeast overgrowth, or sensitivity to other foods like eggs or soy. It's a foundational tool but often not comprehensive enough for deep-seated gut issues. Now let's talk about the more intensive gut healing protocols, SCD and GAPS. Think of them as close cousins. GAPS is essentially an evolution and intensification of SCD, designed by Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride with a specific focus on neurological conditions. SCD, that is a specific carbohydrate diet, a core theory could be it targets gut dysbiosis by removing complex carbohydrates, that is disaccharides, polysaccharides, etc., that are difficult to digest and feed pathogenic bacteria and yeast in the gut. It allows honey, certain lentils, and some dairy after the intro section. Whereas GAPS diet, core theory could be it builds on SCD but with a stronger focus on healing the gut lining and addressing the gut-brain connection directly. It emphasizes 2 powerful tools that the SCD doesn't prioritize. Number 1, therapeutic quantities of homemade stock for gut repair, and 2, therapeutic quantities of fermented foods, probiotic, to reseed the gut. The GAPS introduction diet is also more structured and gradual than the SCD starts. The comparison could be both removes grain, sugar, and starchy vegetables. GAPS is more restrictive initially, no beans, no honey for the intro to say, and more focused on continuous nourishment via stock and ferments. SCD can be slightly more liberal in maintenance. So whom it exactly best for? These are for the child with clear, significant digestive comorbidity like chronic diarrhea, constipation, bloating, diagnosed leaky gut, severe food intolerances. Choose GAPS if you suspect a strong gut-brain component and are ready for more intensive stock-focused protocol. Now let's look at a diet that comes from a completely different angle, the ketogenic diet. What is the core theory? It's not primarily a gut healing diet. It's a metabolic therapy. By drastically reducing carbohydrates and increasing fat, it forces the body to burn ketones for fuel instead of glucose. This shift has profound neurological effects: reduced inflammation, increased production of brain protective compounds like GABA, and enhanced mitochondrial function. What is the protocol? Extremely high fat, maybe 80 or 90%, moderate protein, very low carb, like 5 to 10%. It requires precise macronutrients ratios, often tracked with grams. Medical supervision is strongly recommended here. It is best for children with severe neurological symptoms like heavy seizures, extreme hyperactivity, or significant mitochondrial dysfunction are the key concerns. Research shows promises for autism, particularly with hyperactivity and cognitive focus. It's less about fixing diarrhea and more about calming electrical brain activity. The limitations are it's very difficult to implement. It can be constipating. It doesn't specifically addresses gut flora balance. The high intake of certain fats and dairy, if used, can be problematic for some kids. So with all this information, how do you choose? Use these decision metrics. Look at your child's primary cluster of symptoms. Start with GFCF. If your main goals are to test for gluten or casein sensitivity and address behavioral issues like brain fog, occasional meltdowns, and you need a manageable first step, choose SCD. If your child has clear, persistent digestive issues like IBS, like this kind of symptoms, and you want a structured gut healing diet but prefer a protocol that allows some legumes and honey in the long term. Choose GAPS if your child has severe gut issues combined with clear neurological symptoms, severe anxiety, speech delay, sensory overload, total ASD platform. You are ready to commit to the intensive stock-based healing journey to address the gut-brain axis directly. This is often the choice after GFCF has helped but proven insufficient. So consider ketogenic if neurological issues are paramount, like especially seizures, hyperactivity, diagnosed with mitochondrial disorders, and other diets have not touched these core challenges. This could be done with medical support. Remember, these diets can overlap. Some uses a modified GAPS keto version. The key is to start with a protocol that most directly matches your child's most persisting symptoms and your family's capacity. Remember, there is no single best diet for autism. Customization is the key. There is only the best diet for your child right now. The GFCF diet might be the perfect entry point. GAPS might be the necessary deep healing phase. Keto might be a specialized tool for a specific neurological hurdle. Use this comparison as your map. Listen to your child's body, track their symptoms, and how that your path may change over time. What matters is that you are equipping yourself with knowledge, moving with intention, and choosing a direction based on evidence and alignment, not just desperation or trends. You are the expert on your child, and now you are better equipped to be the guide on their nutritional journey or the healing journey. So if this resonates with you, then please share this video with another parent who needs to see it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that empowers you on this journey. If you need more clarity about the GAPS diet process and program and need a hand-holding step-by-step guidance along with the customized meal plan targeted only to your kids' progress, then go ahead and book a free 101 coaching session. If you like to grab one, link is given below. If you want my free advice on the diet or meal that you might be providing for your kid is okay or need changes or more than anything, then follow me on my Instagram account and DM me one picture of the food or plate of meal that you might offer to your kid and want me to advise on that. That could be either a breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner, anything, but one picture per one person or profile. I would check and comment on that, and you can find that on the highlighted area named community in my Instagram profile. My Instagram ID is given in the description below. I make new videos every week on how beneficial GAPS diet could be for autistic kids with traditional nutritional health approach and easy, sustainable, healthy living. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.